Battery's almost dead.
Really? Gotta kill it. It's too cold. This is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World, the off-grid project. Look at that view. It looks like a logging camp. Look at that view. It's funny. Tim and I have been working all day, chopping and chopping, and they're clearing it out nicely. I wish I'd had the camera going before. All the chickens got out. My camera ran out of battery power. It's in the 40s out. It's really cold, and it's been snowing on and off. So my camera battery, because of the cold, although it was charged indoors, when I brought it out, of course, the cold affects the battery, and so it quit working. But anyway, I've got it chopped off, and you guys missed out a semi-hilarious, semi-horrid incident where all the chickens got out. The wind blew open the chicken coop door. All the chickens got out, and Tim and I were running around like lunatics trying to catch them. And then I flipped. I was running like a madman through the woodpile, flipped, stepped on a branch, it broke under me, and I fell right across another branch across my my rib. And that was fun. Anyway, after a while, we rested for a while after that, got all the chickens in, and we have been working hard. Tim is still out there right now chopping some wood from last year's wood, and I was just taking a break to go grab the camera. I wish I had been recording all this, because this was some good work here. We did a lot. There was this 8 large trees. Look at this. There's some nice sized trees there. This is the big one right here. This was the big boy. The biggest of them all. Look at that. That's a nice tree. Nice sized tree. So we've got it pretty much all logged up. We've got a mega brush pile over here that we're building up. And we got 2 brush piles here. I'll clean up this little bit afterwards. We're just gonna, right here, I'm not worried about today. My goal is to get all of this cleared up, which we pretty much wrapped up before I got the camera back in my hand. Little pieces here and there. I want to log this all out, chop it up, and then and get this area cleared up. But look at that. Solar panels have full daytime sun on them all day. There is nothing blocking the solar panels from, look at that. All the way across the meadow, you can see entirely. There's no distractions. There's one tree I kept, because for one, I'm not cutting that down. That's too big and too close to the house. I am not cutting that down. That's a big tree. And it was amazing. You guys will have seen the video by now, how we dropped these all down one on top of another in a row here. It was just awesome work. But we're gonna get at it. I'm gonna let you watch the last of what we're doing here, and we'll clean it up. And look at that view though. It's just, it opens it up. It's incredible. I can see all the way across the entire meadow. And then, as I said, more solar power. As long as the wind doesn't blow it over.
Now I chopped up a bunch of wood over there.
Yeah.
We want to put a pallet up in that black tent, and then we can stack it in there. It'll dry faster because of the sun. Good greenhouse effect.
It's full of small you cannot get in there. It's all my lawnmowers and rototiller and seasonal stuff. But we can always put it under a tarp, which will keep the weather off it. And
yeah.
A dark colored tarp will heat up. Actually, right now in this type of air, the best thing for it is the wind blowing. Look at some of those logs, they're splitting in half overnight. Is that crazy? Some of these ones we cut.
Oh, they're dried already, yeah.
The wind blowing across them is drying the surface of them.
Well, maybe I can bring them up here. I chopped them up into little pieces so they dry better. More surface area, you know?
Yeah, the stove is taking them regardless how we feed it. The wood stove's taking them. I'm going to fire this back up. We'll cut up the rest of this. Well, we got it almost done. We just got a few logs to pick up yet, and just a couple more pieces to finish up, but I'm done cutting. I'm getting sore in the rib, but we pretty much got it all. We've got a massive brush pile, really massive brush pile over there, and another one over here. Where our goal is to clear out this area right now before we quit, and look at clear view to the front of the tiny house on wheels. No obstructions. It's really amazing looking here. I think it makes a huge difference. Solar panels have an unobstructed path to the sun, or vice versa I should say. That's why I stuttered. And they can really pump out the power once the sun comes out. So looking good here at the tiny house and the off-grid homestead. Just having a look out here. Tim is just walking around and hanging out. We're winding down for the day, put all the tools away. I just wanted to show you the view outside the tiny house for comparison. That is quite an open view now. Really makes a difference. Really makes a huge difference. Look at that. No obstructions, much brighter, much more open view. I really like it. Looking good.